Imagine walking through a crowded, bustling city street. Thousands of faces pass by you, each lost in their own world, their own hurried lives. But among this vast ocean of humanity, there is a very specific kind of quiet observer. They make up merely 1 to 2% of the global population, yet their invisible impact on the emotional fabric of our world is immeasurable. They are known in the realm of psychology as the advocates, the mystics, or simply the INFJs. To the untrained eye, they appear calm, composed, and perhaps a little reserved. But beneath that serene exterior lies a profound, breathtakingly complex universe. Today, we are going to embark on a cinematic journey into the depths of the rarest mind in existence. We will uncover 6 deeply fascinating, often misunderstood dimensions of this personality. Whether you are one of these quiet guardians yourself, or you love someone who is, this exploration will reveal why they often feel as though they are wandering through life carrying a beautiful, heavy secret that no one else can truly see. Let us begin with the invisible symphony playing constantly within their minds. For the INFJ, the concept of internal silence is almost entirely foreign. They possess an incredibly rich, vivid inner world driven by a powerful cognitive force known as introverted intuition. This means their mind is an endless, evolving tapestry of deep analysis, hypothetical scenarios, and profound reflections. While others might look at a simple interaction and move on, the INFJ takes that moment, turns it over in their mind, and examines it from every conceivable angle. They ask the heavy questions. What did that glance mean? What are the long-term consequences of this choice? How does this align with the deeper truth of human nature? It is a relentless internal dialogue, a constant conversation with their own soul. Yet this constant mental motion is not a chaotic storm. It is highly purposeful. Much like the resilient generations of the past, who silently calculated every move to ensure the survival and prosperity of their families, the INFJ is constantly trying to make sense of a chaotic world. They are the quiet architects of the future, anticipating outcomes to ensure their actions align perfectly with their deeply held moral values. This incredible internal processing allows them to foresee potential pitfalls long before they happen. However, this profound gift carries a heavy burden. They can easily become trapped in the labyrinth of their own thoughts, replaying past conversations in the dead of night, or meticulously planning for emotional scenarios that may never actually unfold. They are calm on the surface, but internally they are running a marathon of the mind. Moving deeper into their psychological landscape, we uncover their second remarkable trait. The INFJ possesses an almost supernatural, uncanny ability to detect dishonesty. They are the ultimate human lie detectors. This is not born of mysticism or psychic phenomena, but rather an exquisite, hypersensitive attunement to the subtle human cues that the rest of the world effortlessly ignores. When they sit across from someone, they do not just hear the words being spoken. They read the micro-expressions flickering across the face. They notice the microscopic shift in body language, the slight tremor in a vocal tone, and the careful selection of words. But most profoundly, they possess an emotional radar that feels the energetic disconnect between what a person is saying and what they are actually feeling inside. Imagine a tense family gathering or a complicated workplace meeting. Someone might force a smile and say they are perfectly fine. While others accept this at face value, the INFJ instantly feels the heavy, unexpressed sorrow or the simmering frustration hiding behind that fragile smile. They can detect inconsistencies in a narrative without even consciously trying to analyze it. It is an intuitive flash, a sudden knowing. However, here is the heartbreaking reality of this gift. Because they value harmony and understand the painful complexities of the human heart, they often choose to remain silent. They will look right through a lie, yet pretend they did not notice, simply because confronting the dishonesty would cause unnecessary pain or disrupt the fragile peace they work so hard to maintain. They carry the weight of knowing the truth, often bearing the emotional burden entirely alone. The third dimension of this rare archetype is deeply perplexing, even to themselves. The INFJ is a living, breathing paradox. They are a beautiful, walking contradiction. This duality is precisely why they are so incredibly difficult for society to understand. On one hand, they are profound introverts who require vast oceans of absolute solitude to recharge their spiritually exhausted souls. Yet, simultaneously, they harbor a desperate, burning desire for deep, meaningful human connection. They are fierce idealists who dream of a utopian world of peace and empathy, but they possess a sharp, grounded, and highly pragmatic streak that understands the harsh realities of survival. They are the gentlest of souls, possessing the tenderest of hearts. Yet, if you cross their core values or threaten those they protect, they will suddenly exhibit a fierce, unbreakable determination of. Living as a paradox means they are forever walking a delicate tightrope between opposing forces. They deeply want to belong to a community, to share in the warmth of shared history and culture, yet they forever feel like the outsider looking in. They possess boundless, overwhelming empathy for the suffering of strangers, yet they are forced to build incredibly high, rigid emotional boundaries just to survive the onslaught of other people's pain. This contradictory nature makes them astonishingly adaptable, able to thrive and understand almost any human situation. Yet, it also breeds a silent, internal struggle. Many INFJs wrestle with self-acceptance, fearing that their shifting, paradoxical nature makes them broken or inconsistent. But the truth is, this very duality is the source of their profound depth, their mysterious aura, and their unparalleled capacity to understand the vast spectrum of the human experience. Our fourth revelation centers on what drives them out of bed in the morning. For an INFJ, simply existing, accumulating wealth, or conforming to the standard societal script of success is never enough. They possess an intense, almost agonizing drive to discover and fulfill their ultimate life purpose. They are not interested in the shallow waters of life. They want to dive to the bottom of the ocean. Driven by their visionary intuition and their deep love for humanity, they measure their wealth not by their bank accounts, but by the positive, enduring impact they leave on the world. For them, a life without a profound sense of meaning is a life unlived. They crave authenticity with every fiber of their being. It is not uncommon to see an INFJ make choices that baffle the people around them. They will walk away from a highly lucrative, stable career simply because the work feels hollow and misaligned with their soul. They will pour years of uncompensated blood, sweat, and tears into a passion project, a social cause, or the nurturing of their family, even when society tells them it is foolish. They are searching for the holy grail of legacy. They want their brief time on this earth to truly matter. This relentless pursuit of purpose pushes them to achieve quiet miracles, but it also casts a long shadow. The terrifying fear of reaching the end of their life, having failed to fulfill their destined purpose, can create crushing waves of anxiety. They carry the self-imposed weight of the world on their shoulders, constantly pushing themselves toward a horizon only they can see. As we journey to the fifth truth, we encounter the phenomenon of the emotional chameleon. INFJs possess an uncanny, almost magical ability to mirror the people around them. This is not a tactic of manipulation. It is the purest, most selfless form of empathy put into action. When they step into a room, they subconsciously scan the emotional temperature of the environment. Within seconds, they can instinctively adjust their body language, their vocal tone, and their energetic presence to perfectly match the person they are interacting with. If they are sitting with an elder who is shy and soft-spoken, the INFJ becomes a quiet, gentle harbor of peace. If they are surrounded by joyful, boisterous friends, they amplify their energy to join in the celebration, ensuring that harmony is maintained. This mirroring ability is an incredible gift. It breaks down walls of defensiveness and allows the INFJ to build deep, unbreakable trust and rapport with almost anyone. They create sacred, safe emotional spaces where others finally feel completely seen and unconditionally understood, often for the first time in their lives. However, this profound sacrifice of the self comes at a tremendous cost. Constantly adapting their own shape to fit the emotional needs of others can leave the INFJ feeling utterly exhausted and hollowed out. After years of being whatever the world needs them to be, they often wake up in the quiet hours of the morning and wonder, who am I when no one else is around? The gift of mirroring is their greatest strength in healing others, but it is also the source of their deepest emotional fatigue. Finally, we arrive at the sixth and perhaps most powerful dimension. The INFJ is the rare convergence of the dreamer and the doer. The world is full of brilliant visionaries who spend their lives lost in beautiful daydreams, building castles in the clouds that never materialize. And the world is equally full of practical executors who build the roads but never look up at the stars. The INFJ bridges the gap between heaven and earth. Their dominant intuition allows them to dream massive, world-changing dreams, visualizing a future of immense possibility and healing. But their structured, judging nature gives them the quiet, relentless discipline required to drag those dreams down from the sky and hammer them into reality. When an INFJ commits to a vision, they do not just hope for it. They meticulously plan every single agonizing step required to achieve it. They will envision a beautiful way to help their community, and then they will sit down in the silent hours of the night, organizing the spreadsheets, making the phone calls, and doing the grueling, unglamorous work required to bring that vision to life. This is the resilient spirit that defines them, an unyielding grit hidden beneath a gentle demeanor. Yet, because their standards for themselves are impossibly high, they often push themselves to the absolute brink of physical and emotional burnout. They are the rare souls who not only dare to dream of a better world, but willingly sacrifice their own comfort to build it, brick by heavy brick. The INFJ is truly a breathtaking tapestry of intuition, boundless empathy, and quiet, enduring resilience. Their minds are intricate labyrinths of thought, their hearts are vast oceans of compassion, and their silent ability to heal the world around them is unmatched in the human experience. If you carry this rare and beautiful personality within you, know that your paradoxes are not flaws. They are the profound depths of your soul. Your quiet strength is the anchor that holds so many others steady in the storm. Never hide your unique light, for it is exactly what this fractured world needs to find its way home. May you always find the grace to protect your own energy and the courage to embrace the magnificent rarity of who you are. Until we meet again on our journey through the mysteries of the human heart, may peace and deep understanding walk with you always.